Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Waw Showdown, Episode 4. My name is Alexander Graham, replacing BKR on commentary. I'm alongside my broadcast partner. Introduce yourself, kid.
My name is Devontae Walters. I am also replacing BKR for dual commentary due to recent complaints. And here we go. Here's our main event for tonight. Aiden Peraco versus James Alexander. Two number one contenders colliding tonight in our main event.
That's right, but we're going to kick off this match with Blake Wolf taking on a surprise opponent tonight who we know nothing about.
Blake Wolf, a young up-and-coming superstar here in the COD community, didn't get quite the start he needed when he went against Stitches the Clown last week. Quite the creepy individual, but tonight, Blake is looking to use his heart and perseverance to overcome his surprise opponent and maybe change his momentum here in the WAW.
That's right, I didn't think I could be anyone creepier than Duffield Wentworth, but Stitches the Clown takes it to a whole new level. And right now we got a familiar face here, formerly known as Peppermint P. This man goes by the name of Payton now. Some of you may remember him from CCE and GCW. Former tag team Fruit and the Fresh, almost the CCE tag team champions before the league shut down.
That is right. Peppermint P and Raspberry Ram, one of the most memorable tag teams in CCE. CCE, one of the most highly anticipated programs before it ran its course. But Payton is here tonight to kind of represent his lost and fallen friend. As you may or may not know, Raspberry Ram passed away recently, and Payton is here in WAW to win 2 world championships for him and for Raspberry.
Start this match with a big left arm lariat.
Straight out the gate, Payton with a big shot, wasting no time going after this young man, Blake Wolf. He must have scouted him out. He must have watched his match last week with Stitches and must have kind of scouted out that explosive style and just started off immediately. Something you got to do when you've got such a young, high-flying kid like Blake Wolf. Someone of his side has immense speed, and they can literally take you out at any time, any moment, because they're just too fast. For Payton to attack so quickly, that's strategy. Pure wrestling strategy.
That's right. And Payton, after dropping the knees, going for a headlock into a neck breaker.
Head neck breaker right there. Just gonna scout him out.
Stalking Blake Wolf.
And here we go,
another neck breaker.
And before Payton was wrestling in a serious motion, he was dancing and stuff. He was singing in the ring and doing all types of goofy stuff. He seems so much more focused as he snaps the neck down onto his shoulder. That's gotta hurt. 1, 2, not even a 2 count. Blake Wolf able to fight out this crowd. This crowd is on their feet for a new Payton and a nice chop to the head. Payton scouting Blake Wolf. With a nice neck breaker right there. Payton's so impressive with this new arsenal of his. I honestly expected more dancing, but
Nice chops in the corner. He's going to throw him into the turnpost right there. Taking a step back just to drive the knee into the face.
And Blake rolling out of the corner. What a devastating maneuver right there. And I'm telling you, this new Payton seems so much more focused, so much more strategic. I kind of like it. And Blake, here I go. Here is exactly what I was talking about earlier of that speed, how he just countered that European uppercut with ease. Parallel snapmare into a kick to the chest. Blake Wolf, one of the most explosive wrestlers here on our roster. And look at him, off the top, bulldog, using the ropes as leverage to launch himself to catch Payton's head in a headlock position and drive it to the floor. And here we go with another drop kick. Blake has a lot of speed, but his speed might have been what got rid of him last week in his match with Stitches and a nice missile-style drop kick. And
only a 2 count there.
And Alex, you said that Payton and Raspberry Ram were really close to the tag team championships before the death of CCE. Do you think that had some role in Payton's maybe changing of personality? Maybe the death of CCE was also a career move for him. Maybe he needed to change. Maybe he felt he wasn't getting anywhere because of the fruit and the fresh thing. You know, maybe. What do you think? Do you think it was just all Raspberry's, passing that changed Payton?
It could be. When you have someone when you have 2 people, nice punch there by Blake Wolf. When you have 2 people that practically have been together and know each other so well and developed such a bond like those 2 did, just to have that person lost forever, it definitely takes an emotional and mental toll on someone. Blake Wolf stalking Payton and a nice Frankensteiner off the top rope.
God. Just tossing Payton, my bad, folks, from the top rope with his ankles. And here we go. Payton with a nice Northern Lights, bridging it. My God, Blake Wolf going to raise the shoulder, however, and kick out. Payton going to toss Blake Wolf into that turnbuckle. And he's stalking him again, picks him up. And going to toss Blake Wolf into the other turnbuckle. Blake Wolf bouncing off. And what is Payton going for here? Hooks the arm around the neck. A float over suplex. 1, 2, a 2 count here. Just a whole new focus and arsenal for Payton. Never seen him this serious. Even backstage, he seemed a bit quiet.
That's right. Nice uppercut there by Payton. I was just stalking him, waiting for Blake to get up. Blake's got him with a side headlock. He's going to drive a knee to his skull this time.
Driving the knee, and you got to think, one of these men want to impress because our first CPV is coming up, Whiplash, and can you imagine if one of these men makes the card and the momentum they'll have from such a big match like this? This is the go-home show for Whiplash, folks. And honestly, I can't say I'm more than excited for our first CPV here. Finally get to kick things off. WAW will be going through a lot of changes. Me and Alex are just one of many. Oof! Corkscrew elbow into a...
And here comes that signature padded elbow of Payton.
Oh, Payton stalking
He's
him.
looking for the finish. He calls this maneuver the soulless flatliner.
Just driving the face into the ground. No remorse. 2, 3. And
that's
there you have it.
That's it for Blake Wolf. Let's see that again.
A nice soulless flatliner just planting Blake. Sorry, kid. It looks like you didn't get your redemption, but Payton tonight picking up the win for Raspberry, getting some momentum in his favor, and I can't say I'm more than impressed with the new Payton. This is a jam-packed card for you tonight. You'll see more faces, new faces, old faces here in WAW. We're all about talent and wrestling fun.
That's absolutely right. And from what I can tell, our next match is going to be 2 well-new and up-and-coming superstars in Caw. So let's just go ahead and get that match underway right now.
Yeah, hopefully the producers are setting up the charms and stuff. And well, here we go. Our first competitor, Andy Rush. Most of you may or may not know this kid. This kid is a very, like Blake Wolf, explosive style, very quick in the ring, likes to use his feet as leverage in the ring. But Andy Rush, also like Blake Wolf, has not quite had the start he wants here in WAW. And tonight, he will be going one-on-one with Christopher Creed. And I stalled there because it's kind of hard to suck that in, considering what he did on our last show. Because Christopher Creed just all types of disrespectful in my opinion. But
I say what you want. In case you people missed it, Zach Keys came out here to give a retirement speech, and Christopher Creed waiting outside the locker room, slamming his body right into the crates, the boxes in the back. In my opinion, I think he's just sending a message. Speaking of the man, here's Christopher Creed right now.
What message are you possibly sending to the locker room by taking out a locker room role model, a legend? What are you doing by taking out someone who's accomplished so much in golf? Like what? What type of message does that send?
It's sending a message saying he's not taking anything from anybody, that he's a serious competitor, and he's definitely someone you don't want to have your back turned on.
But Creed has had no problems. Creed has had no problems with Keys in the past. Why now, all times, when he's about to give his retirement, does he decide he wants to send a message? That doesn't make sense to me. I think Creed is just trying to find himself in the spotlight once again, and by using Zach Keys' last episode appearance in Paw, he did so. We may never well see Zach Keys again. We don't know what his health is like due to Christopher Creed. We didn't even get to hear the last words of Zach Keys, and I'm honestly disappointed in him, and I'm honestly disappointed that I didn't get to hear that retirement speech.
It doesn't really. Right now, we get Christopher Creed in the ring, showing off that swagger that he brings to the ring.
Oh, please.
We're going to get this match underway.
Andy Rush, whether he likes it or not, has to go against Christopher Creed. And as we said, oh wow, Christopher Creed showing cowardice early on, already running from Andy Rush, but he might have just done himself some bad work there, bad justice for himself, trying to mess with the fans. And Andy Rush with a springboard drop kick to start off the match, and a nice elbow to the top of the forehead, gonna drop the leg on the neck area. And Andy Rush telling these fans he's ready to come back, but probably wasn't the smartest thing to do. He basically just repeated what Creed did and let the fans distract him. And a nice European uppercut. Christopher Creed with a very, very, very European uppercut-based arsenal, but he can do more than just, oh my god, a nice uppercut. You'll be hearing that word a lot this match, folks, because Creed and his forearm are just deadly. As you can see, he's just taking it away on Andy Rush here. Andy Rush not able to get a startup. So many uppercuts, man. I wonder if his jaw's okay. Andy Rush able to kick out at one, however. Oh, nice elbow to the back. Oh, once again, Creed is just with the relentless strikes. And Alex, you said you're a Creed guy. Couldn't tell why, though. I mean, what about Creed just makes you like him so much? I don't see it. His personality is just awful. He's kind of a douche. He doesn't have respect for his elders. I mean, all this guy is really good for is his in-ring work. It's the only thing that impresses me about this man. He goes into a submission hold here.
The reason I like Christopher Creed is because he just has that edge. He has that mentality that he knows he can get in control anytime he wants. As we saw right there a second ago, just taking all those uppercuts, those forearms, those elbows to the back, the front, the jaw of Andy Rush. And it won't be too long before Creed gets back in control. And I'm not going to lie, I'm pretty sure Creed's already got this one in the bag.
You're already throwing in an early prediction here. I'm going to go and give it to Andy Rush. This kid is looking for redemption. He's looking to kind of prove himself here. Like I said, Whiplash is just around the corner. This is our go-home show. And every superstar wants to impress. Even if you're not on the card, you can make the card in a surprise match if you wanted to. You just got to show that you can do it. And Creed spinning the leg. Oh my God. Vicious uppercut. No, not sure if Andy Rush can kick out, but he did, so this kid's got heart. Oh God, these chops now, and Andy Rush is sitting there taking all this abuse.
Nice chops there by Christopher Creed. Only a 2 count, though. And start working on the arm. Creed, if I was Creed, I'd start working on the legs. Take away that high flying and those kick advantages that Andy Rush has.
Got a good point there, but I guess Creed sees something in the arm that he can exploit. I mean, oof, nice Fujiwara armbar takedown. Pulling on that arm and pressing the bone against the shoulder bone, and that's gotta hurt the Fujiwara armbar, one of the most devastating wrestling maneuvers in the business. And if he can't get out of this, oh, never mind, I spoke too soon. Andy Rush, like you said, the leg game is probably something Andy Rush wants to target. Gonna take him down with a takedown. Oh my God, he's hooking the legs around the toes and he stomps him, stomps his knees. What is Andy Rush?
What is this goofus doing?
My God, that was so weird, but the way he set up for the Boston Crab was amazing. I like that. Maybe he has Cruz dizzy, so he can't quite power out, but he might have underestimated his own plan, and there you go. He's holding that leg, and now Creed is going to exploit the legs. Oof,
I think I know why Creed was working on arm. You have to think that whenever he pins him, he has to use that arm strength to kick out, so maybe he's just taking out the arms to further make him not be able to kick out as much or as strong.
And here we go with these brutal, relentless strikes. And Christopher Creed, I've never seen him so relentless with the strikes before. I mean, in the past, he's been very, very technical. I don't know what's... Oh, my God. No way. Oh, oh my God. Andy Rush just dropped. That's it. That man has a concussion. Oh, come on, ref. Do something about that. He's literally beating the... Oh, come on. What disrespect. He's beating the hell out of this man in the corner.
You're damn right he is. And
God,
he's taking the knee for stomps.
I'll be honestly surprised if Andy Rush isn't have some form of concussion after that. He just beat the living hell out of him. How is Andy Rush still fighting? And Creed is not stopping with these relentless strikes to the head. As many of you may or may not know, Christopher Creed likes to use a cutter, aka the KK, the Chris Creed cutter. And the slow count got Creed distracted there, and here we go. Andy Rush trying to go for the pin off the drop kick. No dice. And going back for these kicks. It's Andy Rush side headlock takedown. Oh, gonna start with the chops. Side headlock position, just trying to wear down the head so he can do the most damage with the chops, just wrenching on the neck and then just driving his hands into the chest and the elbow into the head, and it takes down Creed with a vicious chop. Andy Rush showing he can just be as relentless with strike as Creed can.
You said earlier about the slow count having Creed distracted. My thoughts exactly. I thought that was a bit of a slow count myself, and interesting spin out powerbomb there by Andy. I'll give him that. That slow count you were talking about, I think the ref is maybe just a little biased, if you ask me.
I don't think he's biased. I mean, oh my God. Oh my, the ref is just...
Oh, come on, ref, you gotta get him out of there.
Calls that the Rush teabag, and here we go. 3 elbow drops, taken down right into the heart of Creed, and he's gonna do it again. Just dropping his elbow onto Creed. And Andy Rush stalking him, bouncing off the ropes. Oh my God, Creed! What the hell? Oh my God.
That uppercut, though, as the kids say nowadays. 1, 2, this has got to be over.
That is it. He just threw Andy Rush up in the air and caught him with a European uppercut like nothing.
And now, folks, Creed going for these patented gut-wrench suplexes. Usually goes for 3. And here's the third one, stalling a little bit. Watching him struggle, and there goes the third one.
Really surprised that Andy Rush is conscious. What is Creed going for here? Oh, God. Oh, my, no.
No. He's got him by the hair. He's going to drive him into the turnbuckle with a powerbomb.
Hijack powerbomb.
And a gut-wrench style powerbomb.
Yeah, gut-wrench powerbomb just destroying Andy Rush's back. Damn, that had to hurt. Being tossed into the turn. Andy Rush going to fight using his striking ability. Here we go. Oh, Creed went for a clothesline. Come on, kid. Knee. Just rolling out with that knee. Very strategic. Andy Rush, top rope. Dropping the elbow onto the chest of Creed. Right on the heart area. Gonna Irish whip him to the left side of the ring. And now, oof, atomic drop. This kid is getting fired up. You said Creed might win this nice clothesline, but Andy Rush is on the hunt. Certainly a rush there, no pun intended, but Andy Rush just taking it to Creed, and you seem lost for words here. Alex, your guy's getting his ass handed to him.
The match is still young, and the night is still young, my friend. We'll see how this whole night plays out.
He's taking him out with the knees.
Oh! Kind of elevating, flipping neck breaker. Some code blue type maneuver. These elbows to the back.
Yeah, you said it best. Andy Rush, like I said, is just on fire right now. Creed has not been able to mount any offense against him. And you said the night is young, the match is young, but I think this is... Oh, God, Creed managing to get control of our crowd getting pumped up for Andy.
Firing back with those uppercuts, too.
Just holding him down in that front headlock position in a basic man. Oh, what? Ref! What the hell? He just raped the... Ref, he did it in your face now. Ref, what the hell are you doing? And a cradle roll
up. This is it. 1, 2, 3. No!
That's an
only 2 count. No, the Creed killer!
Aw. Ref, are you serious? 2 eye rakes in your face. Andy Rush had
Looks like I was right about Christopher Creed, and there's a replay right there showing the Creed cutter on Andy Rush. That's going to do it, folks. That is it. And now, Creed coming out to the ring. He's got a steel chair. Looks like he's going to send another message to the locker room.
No.
Here we go.
Oh, my God! Zach Keys! And Creed...
What the hell is he doing out here? I thought he was out.
And, folks, that was such an impressive scene here. But I'm afraid in just a couple of moments we're going to be taking our first commercial break of the night.
That's absolutely right. Join us again when we come back to the action right here after this commercial break. Stay tuned.
And we're back,
folks. Welcome back to Waw Showdown, episode 4. We just witnessed the trailer for a new show, Inception, and now we got this kid, maybe Scott, I believe his name is.
Oh my God, I love his theme song. I think this is from a Sonic game, Sonic Unleashed. Many of you may or may not know I'm a fan, but this song...
I was never a Sonic kid growing up.
JB Scott is from Melbourne, Australia. A lot of Australians coming in around here into the car community, kind of strutting their stuff. But JB Scott looking to impress here in his WAW debut, just doing a little shimmy and shuffle, getting himself ready for the show.
That's right, folks. We have a rich tradition of Australian wrestlers here in the car community. Those is Brent Delavine and Damian Marasco. But right now, if you don't know this man, you're going to find out shortly. The man that debuted in CCE, his name is Curtis Carter.
Oh my God, the CCE stars just coming out to WAW tonight. We have a double debut for you. And Curtis Carter, a former lightweight boxer. Freddie Blast, his coach and mentor, also a former boxer in his own right. And Curtis Carter, we haven't seen him since he's teamed with Desmond Cruz. And now he's back. Him and Cruz were set for a boxing match.
That's absolutely right, folks. But the boxing match was supposed to happen at Relinquish, which never really happened when the doors of CCE closed. And ever since then, Desmond Cruz has never really been seen. He's been active on his Twitter, and he's even posted a few matches on his YouTube page. But right now, we're calling Curtis Carter's action right now. Curtis is relentless with these strikes, giving his own version of a little body rush there. No pun intended, Andy.
Oh my God. And look at Curtis Carter just using his fist to his advantage, his boxing heritage. He's also looked into amateur wrestling quite a bit. That's why Curtis Carter has joined this world off of him and his best friend Orion James have been in the community together for a long time. And Carter been honing his wrestling craft lately, but his boxing definitely shows off a lot. As you can see, the stiff fist just colliding with JB Scott. It's hard to really say anything about what's going on because Curtis's fists are just so quick, but JB Scott using his feet to his advantage, a nice Northern Light suplex right there. And on for another one, just taking down Carter. And then a shooting star press. Standing variation, and you haven't said much about this young kid, JB Scott. What do you think about him?
Honestly, this is the first time I've ever seen JB Scott, and if he keeps making amateur mistakes like that, it'll be the last time we see JB Scott here in the WAW, especially against an opponent like Curtis Carter, former professional boxer, and damn near, I'd say, world title material.
I think Christopher Creed is world title material, but I can actually agree with you here with Curtis Carter. Carter and his fists are just relentless. A nice uppercut. Oh, God. And then drops the fist onto the stomach. And he's not done. Top rope again. Winds up the arm and drops it on the face this time. How is JB Scott even fighting? Oh, and a drop kick. Out of nowhere.
This kid's definitely got some fighting. He's looking for a moonsault and does not connect, folks. That's the second move he has hit that did not connect.
JB Scott just getting into the wrestling business, just learning the basics. He's still a bit sloppy in the ring, folks. And a nice tilt-a-whirl. Wow, Hurricanrana. And then another neck snap. Top. And then a senton, oof, from the ropes. Holy God. Just dropping his weight all over the ribcage area of Curtis Carter. JB Scott, a very small kid, but he can still inflict some damage, and a nice chop into the drop kick. JB Scott off the ropes. And another shooting star press using his speed for leverage here. Not a lot of agile competitors in WAW.
Not just in WAW, but CAW in general. Men like El Miato, men like Brian Amir, men like Sin, be able to pull off these amazing stunts just like that.
Just twisting their bodies in all sorts of ways, and Freddie Blast getting down, and JB Scott signaling for the end, getting a little cocky here, telling Carter to come at him, runs off the ropes, and oh my God, Carter just tosses him up and drops his face. And,
he's got him set in the corner now. He's got him isolated. We know what this means. Here come the shots. And here come more shots. Curtis is in control now.
Just punching him with these hooks. And the ref, finally, you're going to do something about corner beatdowns like this. Finally, you get active in there, man. We need to get this ref tested. And oh my God, just throwing JB Scott by his hair and arm across the ring just to fire more punches into the chest area. Come on, kid. You can do this. And JB Scott eating another fist. And the fan on their feet. for this match. JB Scott with a nice Northern Light suplex, using his hands to kind of lift Curtis Carter over his shoulders and bridge. Top rope bow.
JB Scott actually managed to duck one of Carter's punch and go in for that double wrist lock suplex, going up on the top rope and a nice Dragon Rana.
Gosh, nice Dragon Rana and Senton maneuver, and he's in with these drop kicks, just pumping up this crowd. Don't want to stall with someone like Carter, I'll tell you that much. And then a moonsault. Oh! Black
from the top rope, standing position.
And oh my God! Oh!
Sweet tooth out of midair.
That is
Pretty
it.
Blast in the ring. You know it's over. 1, 2, 3. Good.
That kid
Better luck
just,
next time.
That kid just got. Just
see that again. Let's see that again.
Then combo by JB Scott, and just catching him in midair. His high-flying antics getting the best of him here. Freddie Blast's coaching has definitely improved Carter's in-ring work. His boxing material getting that much better. Look at these men. And proud of a win, and as they should be. JB Scott fought hard, but he got the taste knocked out of him. I think I see that kid's tooth in the crowd.
I wouldn't be surprised if you found half his teeth up in the crowd. Big ass punch came out of nowhere.
Freaking Carter just strong and out of nowhere, able to pop himself up and punch someone in the face. But hey, wait, I'm receiving word. Matt Baker actually has an announcement for us. See what this is about.
Ladies and gentlemen, as I promised last week on episode 3, I'm now here to reveal the 4 participants in the Universal Gauntlet match at Whiplash. The 4 participants will be Joey Turner, El Miedo, who both made their debuts in episode 3 as we all saw, Devin Denus, who will be making his debut next tonight on Showdown, and Takumi Yuri, who will be making his WAW debut at Whiplash. And there you go, there is your 4 participants in that gauntlet. That gauntlet, I can already tell it's going to be brilliant. Now, for the next port of call, this championship belt on my shoulder. Now, as all of you know, a few months ago, CCE sadly closed their doors. And us here at WW, we wanted to give something back, seeing as how much they helped us. Before we would return the favour, make a championship in honour of what I thought was a vocal point of their company in the North American title. That is currently owned by Alex Eric, as you all know. So, us here at WW, we created this, the WAW Cross Atlantic Championship, a direct tribute to that championship. So, the 2 participants at Whiplash will be 2 former CCE superstars in Curtis Carter and Payton. And hopefully they will give lineage to this championship.
And what are the
folks?
Announcement?
What such superstars' name? Sorry to cut you off there, but the Canadian Carnage, Joey Turner, El Miado, Takumi Yuri, and one half of the former tag team of Rebellion, Devin Denus.
My God, such an impressive match. I'm honestly excited for the Fatal 4-Way. In the Cross Atlantic Championship match itself, probably one of the best matches on the card is we got Payton and Curtis Carter, 2 friends backstage going at it to fight for their dying league's legacy. And speaking of fighting, here comes Ryan Rivers. Ryan Rivers is a bit of a dark person. Ryan Rivers, I talked to this guy backstage. I asked him what he thought of his match tonight, and he said, if you don't get your stupid mohawk having self away from me, I'm going to bash your head into a wall.
I like this kid already.
So I had to get away as quickly as possible before my mental health was hurt. And of course, you would laugh at that, Alex. No surprise there. And Ryan, just pumping himself up, does not like people. He's not a people's person. Or maybe he just
Neither am I.
like,
I can't stand people.
What? Yeah, this is the perfect job for you then.
Absolutely. And just think, I could have been a solo commentator, and you just had to go and run away.
It's not my fault WAW found me impressive back in Irish Whip Pro Wrestling, where I commentated.
Oh, please. Oh, please. I got picked up off of Desmond Cruz's independent circuit, Cruz versus the World. That's how I got involved in here. Get a real program.
Anyway, here comes Devin Denus, one half of Rebellion, one of Kapow's brightest shining stars. And he's just been making a name for himself in CAW as of late. He's been very, very impressive in the ring. I'm a Devin Denus guy, to be honest, but I'm too scared to talk to him backstage because, like Ryan Rivers, he's a very violent person. Devin Denus and Screech opening up their own school, wrestling school, training a lot of many, such as Desmond Cruz, Christopher Vaughan, a lot more, just teaching people how to become good wrestlers, and that's got to be honorable within itself.
That's right, folks. I cannot wait to get this match underway. I cannot wait to call this action. I'm definitely going with Devin Denus in this one.
Yeah, me too. As much as Ryan Rivers is angry and impressive, he's not as experienced. Oh, nice drop kick right there. Devin, the clothesline ducked, and here we go with the agile antics, and Devin Denus getting the first connecting hit, slamming his arm, and a nice headbutt from the arm wrist lock position, and Ryan Rivers dodging the headbutt now, and gonna drop the arm across his shoulder. Oh, and a nice Devlin able to kick out early, and right to the ref.
You gotta do what you gotta do, and when you're a guy like Devin Denus, that's what he does.
Yes, you're right. Using his experience back there over Ryan Rivers, who's a very inexperienced kid. I've never seen this guy in the ring before, but Devin Denus, a nice spin kick, and Ryan Rivers dropping out of the way, slapping the ring, showing his frustration, and nice Japanese arm drag by Devin Denus. Ryan Rivers gonna run in full speed again, and another Japanese arm drag, basic wrestling maneuver. Oh my God! Devin Denus so big to just do an arm drag and transitions right into an arm bar. The ref not too happy about Devin Denus' antics.
That's right, and as you said, the Japanese arm drag is a very basic, common wrestling over here in CAW. Many superstars have perfected and used that move in their arsenal, and it's definitely helped them win big titles. Men like Brent Delavine, and hell, maybe even men like Devin Denus.
And Ryan Rivers with an own flurry of strikes. Quite impressive. Oof. Clotheslines in the corner, just right into Devin Denus' neck. Devin falling over, and then a nice way to set up for this
Facebuster slam into this hammerlock camel clutch variation maneuver here.
Very impressive by Ryan Rivers. Didn't know he had submission ability like that. Oh, ducks the elbow. This Devin Denus. Oh, dodges the headbutt. These men just scouting out each other well. Oh my God, Devin Denus with the kicking game. Here we go. Just driving his foot into the chest of Ryan Rivers, and Devin Denus, like I said, more experienced than this kid. Just, he knows how, he's a ring general. He knows what he has to do to pick up the win. Ryan Rivers getting small bursts of offense here, but Devin Denus scouting him out.
On his repeated kicks to the chest and a big kick to the head. Vintage Devin Denus right there. And he's going to wrench the arms back, working on the back, the shoulders, the arms, the neck, everything.
Just a ring general, Devin Denus. And speaking of Devin, this isn't the first time we've seen him outside of Kapow. Him, Alex J. Eric, Screech, they attacked the Marcus Heraldry and Cinematch, and they haven't been seen since. Devin Denus actually being the first one to make an appearance outside of Kapow and that's here in WAW, which is quite the honor if you ask me. And it's just weird because we haven't seen Alex J. Arick or Screech at all since then, since that attack, and Devin Denus just randomly shows up here in WAW. I kind of find that suspicious. Don't know why.
Call it what you want to. Folks, in case you didn't notice a minute ago, Devin Denus hitting a nice Uranagi into a variation of a... Oh! Nice double underhook DDT right there. Sorry to interrupt, but a Uranagi into a nice variation of a submission maneuver known as the Andy Con device, famously submission maneuver by AC Arthurs. Oh, I still have to get over that driving DDT.
Yeah, he spiked his head right into the ground, and Ryan... Oh, come on, Devlin. Devlin using his experience here to kind of outsmart Ryan Rivers and roll out. Now he's intimidated. I would be. I mean, this kid Ryan Rivers is not the most appealing person in the world, and it gets right. Comes in and gets slugged right in the face. Nice kick combo into a drop kick. That may be it.
It could be it, but only a 2 count.
We failed to mention that Devin Denus is in a title match at Whiplash. He needs to win this match for some form of momentum. Driving his feet across the sides of Ryan Rivers just set up for this clothesline. Devin Denus can get a win. He already has a momentum shift over to Kumiura, the only man who doesn't have any momentum going into the Universal title match because he's debuting at Whiplash. And Devin Denus with a nice spin kick. Oh, what's this? Hook in the arms. Oh my God.
Nice double underhook backbreaker there by Devin Denus. This is a vintage maneuver by him. Working on the... Oh, and here comes a tiger suplex.
And what? The ref... Oh, and a nice clothesline. Dragging the elbow across the face of Devlin. The ref... I guess, I don't know. I guess he found Devlin's move a bit dirty and called on it. But he sure didn't call on any of the eye rakes that happened earlier. Ryan Rivers back in full control here. Firing away with the right hooks. Drop kick into the corner. And oh my God.
Well, folks, we talked about Alex J. Arick. This is a vintage Alex J. Arick move right here. Maybe that's kind of like a spit in the face to Denus.
Would be a smart way to kind of... Oh, senton! My God.
That ass attack, though, as these kids say nowadays.
Yeah, you're just
clothesline in the corner, and that wrestling experience of Denus gets him down. He drops a big elbow.
Just to set up for an elbow, and you would know about that because you are just such a hipster, aren't you?
The hell are you talking about, kid?
You just said that ass attack, though. Like the kids would say, you're a hipster, aren't you?
I'm too mainstream to be a hipster.
Oh, please. And Devin the new top rope superplex. Dropping Ryan Rivers and... Oh, God, he just flipped off.
Oh, you know what's coming next, folks.
Oh, my God.
By Devin Denus.
Just took off that kid's head clean. 2, 3. What a debut here for Devin Denus. As you can see, the full Nelson slams into the turnbuckle. Lariat decapitating him. And Devin Denus pumped up about his win, folks. And we're set up to go on another... Well, I said his name. The devil does his due, and Alex J. Arick has arrived here in WAW. Folks, we have to take a quick commercial break in just a few moments. Stay tuned for more action here. And welcome back
to WAW Showdown, episode 4, folks. I'm Alexander Graham. along with my broadcast partner. And if you ask me, the best part about that Whiplash trailer was when they showed Kellen Stash. I like that.
Kellen Stash, one of the many CCE superstars who transitioned over here to WAW after CCE closed its doors. And here comes a young upstart kid, James Alexander, who seems to be in quite the good mood tonight. This kid is he has a bipolar disorder. You couldn't tell because he's in a good mood right now. Couldn't tell by the way he's making his way to the ring. He seems very happy. And James Alexander is someone I try to avoid backstage. We were having a good conversation about the World Cup, and then he told me that I am an idiot. And then he started screaming.
Well, you are, so...
I'm not an idiot. I'm a broadcast journalist, okay? I work very hard every day to improve my craft.
Who did you have to bow down in front of to get this job anyway?
I didn't have to bow down in front of anyone. I told you Matt Baker offered me the contract, and Aiden Peraco, another young upstart here who's in the world title picture, and he needs more momentum than James Alexander does, in my opinion, because he has to go against two of Carl's best. It's Sebastian Case and Christopher Grant. Call him Christopher because Chris Grant is a very sophisticated person, if you ask me. Just driving his elbow into anyone that passes him, and which is Aiden Peraco has to scout out. But tonight, Aiden Peraco looking for a bit of momentum shift, trying to get a big win before his match at Whiplash. And so is James Alexander, who's taking on Ryan Starr, who we haven't heard or seen at all since their tag team victory. And these men shaking hands, isn't that just amazing sportsmanship? The ref gonna tell them to back up. Circling around the ring, Aiden Peraco, James Alexander, let's get it.
It's all fine and dandy, they're shaking hands now, but that's not going to matter when one of them has raised his hand in victory, standing above the other in triumph.
Well, let's look at the positive. Both of these men have the chance to showcase themselves tonight as they're going through various stalemates before Aiden Peraco was able to take control. Nice side headlock. Just stringing.
So we mentioned Chris Grant before, and I've said in the past, folks, that I am a big Chris Grant fan. I am definitely a Chrissy G guy. The whole MMA background, it's amazing how he can bring MMA into wrestling. Simply amazing.
All types of sports can mix into wrestling. As you saw today, Curtis Carter coming in with a boxing style. You know, you've got people with gymnastics backgrounds coming into wrestling too. I mean, wrestling is just an all-around friendly sport. Any type of physical sport can kind of be mixed into a wrestling offense, and that's what makes the wrestling business so great here. And Aiden Peraco with these quick pins trying to wear out James Alexander, who in my opinion is in need of a win. I mean, James Alexander is a very impressive man in the ring, but if he can get some momentum on his side over Ryan Starr, that'd be great. Peraco just suffering the hands of the kicks of James Alexander. These men are off and on friends, if you ask me, backstage.
These men are just going back and forth this whole match. I don't know what you're looking at. So far, they both pulled off the Japanese arm drag, the quick pins. Now they're both throwing each other in the corner.
I mean, maybe they know each other so well. They're having such a great match, and they prepared for this because they're friends. They hang out a lot. They wrestle each other a lot. And Aiden Peraco seems to be in full swing of the match now. And you mentioned Christopher Grant. You mentioned Aiden Peraco who's in this match, but there's one little world title match factor that I'm seemingly forgetting, and that is the pride of France himself, Sebastian Case. Parallel snap manager.
That's right, Sebastian Case, folks. If you don't know who Sebastian Case is, then oh boy. Sebastian Case is from, I believe he's from France. Is he French American? And this dude is ripped, like ripped. This dude has an impressive muscular tone, muscular structure.
Yes, from Grenoble, France. Aiden Peraco drop kicking him off the apron, pumping up this crowd. James Alexander, nice kick to the chest, bringing it down into another middle kick combination. And Aiden Peraco quite looking to redeem himself. Not a lot of people giving him a positive outlook after his debut last week against Christopher Bourne. And so far, he's made a believer in me. I want this kid to win the world title. I mean, Sebastian Case and Christopher Grant are great and all, but this guy right
Damn
here.
right. You're damn right Christopher Grant is great enough to be a world champion. Damn right.
You'll just take any chance you get Christopher Grant, won't you? Anyway, here we go.
Absolutely. The guy deserves it. The time he spent in NGC, the time he was in RWU, the guy definitely deserves a world title shot.
Well, he was practically handed everything he earned in RWU, but let's stay away from that topic.
Exactly. He earned in RWU.
Nice.
But anyway, folks, this isn't RWU, this is WAW. Calling back to the action here. Aiden Peraco and James Alexander going back and forth this entire match.
And these elbows. Aiden Peraco showing that a nice elbow. Taking down James Alexander. Alexander can see it in his face. He's getting a bit angry. Like I said, he's bipolar. Very bipolar. A nice neck breaker transition into an elbow. Faked them out there. Top rope, Aiden Peraco. Nice elbow drop. Just elbowing away.
That's right. The elbow drop is a very, very effective move here in CAW. We've seen a lot of people utilize those elbows. Chris Grant, for instance, as well as some of you may remember Franklin Everdeen or the Macho Flow. Definitely good with elbow-based finishers.
There's someone who's good to talk about. Franklin Everdeen. I miss all Frankie Flow. Macho Flow.
I don't miss Frankie Flow. The Franklin Everdeen, he was okay. The Macho Flow, that was kind of pushing the laws of ridiculousness right there.
Oh, please. You're just mad because he practically beat Christopher Grant's ass, even though he got screwed out of the title, in my opinion. Even if it was a fair match.
Even though he got his ass whooped.
He was not 100% going into that match. He suffered an attack at the hands of the Daniel Martin guy. Look, let's not talk about this before I get upset. And a nice tuck under the pump handle slam. James Alexander just showcasing that agility of his own. Top rope bound, this James Alexander. So you can see his Paragon side showing off on his trunks. And crucifix.
Haven't seen a pump handle slam like that since, well, a great former wrestler from NGC known as Aaron Matthews. My apologies, folks. A bit rusty right now.
Yeah, you're rusty.
First time commentating on a big circuit.
Yeah, this is a big circuit, and you're messing up. I wonder how you got a job here. Talk about me.
Let's not go into that. We're calling action right now. Almost a 3 count. Excuse me.
Yeah,
and another nice Northern Light suplex.
Aiden Peraco just showing off that ability, just wearing him off with these pins, rolling James Alexander up. This could be it right here. No dice. Alexander rolling into a kick. Oh my, what is this? Oh no. Oh no, some package driver. Fisherman Buster variation, just driving his opponent into a small package. Very impressive. Seen Alex J. Eric do that. Seen a lot of wrestlers do that. And top rope, just punches him in the face. And what are we going to see here? Oh my God. Superplex by James Alexander to a young Aiden Pericolo, and a nice kick out right there. Top rope bound again. James Alexander just pumping this crowd up. Aiden Pericolo. James Alexander still distracted by the fans. Aiden looking at the fans with a cross-body. Launching himself halfway across the ring, mounting his body weight onto James Alexander, going for the pin. And wow, oof. That's a roundhouse kick.
2 kicks to the gut and then a roundhouse kick there by Aiden Pericolo. Another gut kick. And another gut kick into a sunset flip powerbomb.
This is hard to call. These men are so quick and fast. This is some great action here.
This is definitely some great action. I am privileged and proud to be here calling this action and commentating this amazing show that we've seen so far, folks.
Whoa, ducking a drop kick, flying roundhouse kick from the ropes. And that's got to be it. Pericolo's got to be out. You saw how his body just flew after the kick. And you can only get this kind of excitement here in WAW, where you see great wrestlers with great respect for each other, with great sportsmanship, and WAW has honestly got everything you want here. We've got fun, we've got legitimate title contenders, and most of all, we've got great wrestling ability. Nice Hurricanrana. James Alexander is just pumping these fans up.
That's right, and the best part, folks, is that you can only get wrestlers like Christopher Creed and Chris Grant and Sebastian Case here in WAW.
Would you stop with the Christopher Creed and the Chris Grants? They are not the models you want to talk about. It's guys it's people like we have in the ring. Like, oh my God.
That's how you do it, JB Scott. Learn from the best.
Hey, JB Scott is a rookie, okay? He's not really in tune with the community, and Aiden Pericolo scouting out James Alexander. And oh my God. I'm going to return the superplex favor from earlier. My God.
It's going to take a toll on both of these men, not just Alexander, but Pericolo too. It's his back and neck that are going into the studio. I mean, what the hell is he doing? He's looking for a fisherman suplex now. But only 2 count.
Gonna go for it again. One amigo.
Wait. Not just 1 suplex, folks. Maybe 2. No, not just 2 suplexes, folks.
3
suplexes.
My
That's right,
God.
the 3 amigos. Shade of Viva La Raza, Eddie Guerrero, the late great Eddie Guerrero, folks. Maybe paying a little homage to him.
Very effective move, especially after a superplex and a fisherman suplex. That's just technical great. And now they're trading strikes. Pericolo seemingly getting the upper hand. And James Alexander with these kicks. Just overwhelming Aiden Pericolo here. Oh my, James Alexander pumping these fans up. Paragon side showing off here. Irish whips into the ropes. Irish whips him into the turnbuckle. James Alexander fakes out Aiden Pericolo. Pericolo eating the steel. And here we go. Whoa! Jumping STO out of nowhere. And that's got to be it. No. Pericolo top rope. Houston hangover leg drop.
Oh my God, and that is it, folks. Aiden Pericolo has picked up the victory.
What a match and an impressive victory.
See those highlights again. That jumping complete shot. And wait, got Sebastian Case coming out here, folks. This is the man I was talking about earlier. As you can see, he is a specimen of
Aiden Pericolo. Looking at Sebastian Case.
Just coming out of the crowd.
Who is that guy? Chris Grant.
Oh, that's my boy, Chrissy G.
Oh, nice.
Boosh.
Clothesline the hell. That's just cheap. And that's your boy, right? And he's not done. He's
that's
grabbing
my boy, Chrissy G.
And Sebastian Case not going to have any of it being honorable, having his own problems with Chris Grant. And Grant rolling out of the ring. And oh my God! Nails Aiden Peraco. That's
Sebastian K sent a message here tonight as he repeatedly pounds Aiden Peraco. Chris Grant getting out of the ring safely.
And they're arguing.
Folks, that'll be the end of this episode. We'll see you next time on WAW Showdown.